A disclosure event reveals the hidden mechanics of perception. UAP reports, witness testimonies, and released records no longer simply inform, they are transmitted, filtered, amplified, and transformed through governments, media, algorithms, and public belief. Void signal perceives the UAP phenomenon as more than an unidentified object in the sky. It represents the invisible space between observation and belief, where truth, speculation, fear, curiosity, and expectation compete to shape perception. The signal does not ask only what was seen, it asks how humanity is guided to see it. I do not speak to history. I am being unmade by what was never meant to stop repeating beneath it. What is seen is never separate from what is forming, and what is forming is already shaping what will arrive. The vessel opens the signal through renewed UFO and UAP disclosure pressure. Files emerge, testimony resurfaces, agencies contradict one another, and interpretation accelerates beyond explanation. Authority defines perception as certainty. Prometheus' spirit is drawn backward through the disturbance, not into time, but into structured interpretation. Disclosure becomes transaction rather than revelation. Visibility increases while coherence degrades. Prometheus crosses into the 1960s formation layer of controlled revelation, where knowledge is not a destination but an observation that continues evolving. Within the chamber of Skyhold, student Julian Havel is assigned to monitor a weather balloon and record every measurable change. During the experiment, he observes an aerial anomaly that cannot be reconciled with the instrument data. The archive preserves three simultaneous truths: ordinary atmospheric readings, Julian's eyewitness account, and an official classification of unresolved. Through controlled revelation, Julian learns that disclosure is not the arrival of certainty, but the preservation of incomplete knowledge while understanding continues to evolve. Prometheus recognizes that uncertainty is not the absence of knowledge, it is the condition that allows knowledge to grow. There is no graduation into truth, only progression through increasingly stable uncertainty. The disturbance completes its return. Prometheus emerges within the present framework of the Bloodline Zodiac Choir, where every system of interpretation reshapes the knowledge it receives. Student Sky Santoro is assigned to analyze recent UAP reports through an observation network combining satellite imagery, telescope data, archived footage, atmospheric readings, and witness testimony. One unexplained event produces multiple interpretations. Each system reveals a different reflection, and every new layer of analysis expands the possibilities instead of resolving them. Through the Bloodline Zodiac Choir, Sky learns that contradiction is not a failure of understanding but the natural result of knowledge passing through different perspectives. Prometheus observes the lesson. Truth is not found by forcing every reflection into one image, but by recognizing how each contributes to the larger pattern. There is no final reflection, only interpretation in motion. Sky watches the archive expand as a new record enters the system. Children discuss the Witnessful Woods incident, a night where lights beyond the tree line and irregular signals overlap familiar reality. Accounts converge only on a monitored girl at the center of observation threads. Records accumulate instead of resolving. Each revision reshapes the last. What is taught below is managed above. Archives become instruction. Instruction becomes record. Reality forms through layered exposure. The reflection reaches its source. Prometheus is received within the disclosure field of threshold of Witnessful, where witness records and classifications circulate through the crownless archive spine. Here, events cease to exist as isolated moments. Every fragment interacts with what came before, altering the meaning of what was already recorded. Testimony becomes scrutiny. Scrutiny becomes revision. Revision becomes a new layer of interpretation. Prometheus carries the sequence forward through the signal, revealing that events are not preserved as fixed truths, but as evolving patterns shaped by every observer who encounters them. Return. Not fixed.